This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. I want to give all honor, glory, and infinite praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Achakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered abroad, pushing the truth and sincerity. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Achakadash, Barakatum. To use Aquanium, Wa'akim, Wa'akwafium, the elders, the brothers, and sisters out there laboring, keeping the commandments to the best of your ability. You giving diligence, make your calling and election sure. And of course, keeping faith in Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, in these last days and these perilous times. Right? This is Brother Pashai, Bon Yashala. And this will be a quick lesson through the spirit of Papa Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And I pray it's an exhorting video, to the Lord's sheep, his lambs, his sheep, the flock. On maintaining our trust, our faith, our confidence, our belief in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, no matter what, man. We got to walk by faith, not by sight in these last days. You see, and it's countless accounts, in the scriptures, with our forefathers, even foremothers, man, that maintain their trust, their faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and he always came through for us, man. So we got to walk by that faith, man. You see, because without faith, it's impossible to please Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. When you go into the story of Daniel in the lion's den, you see, if he was walking by sight, he could have panicked, man, seeing all them lions. They ain't eating in, 7 days, probably weeks. They didn't feed them lions, and they just threw Daniel in that lion's den, man. So by sight, you see a whole bunch of hungry-ass lions, that could, your flesh would get scared, man. But guess what? You got to walk by faith, man. Be in the spirit. And understand this, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, he's in full control over everything, man. So the Lord sent the angels to do what? Shut the mouth of the lions, man. And the lions did Daniel no harm. They was at peace with Daniel. And that's all, you can read that in Job, the 5th chapter, man. How the beasts of the field should be at peace with us in these last days. So no matter what situation you find yourself in these last days, man, walk by faith, man, not by sight. You see, you can see a whole bunch of military troops surrounding you. They about to grab you up. Keep faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Don't let what you see make you panic and lose faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Think about the story of Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. When Nebuchadnezzar set up that wicked-ass image, that golden image, whatever he set up, and he said, once his music plays, you got to bow down to this image. They basically told him, listen, man, whether the Lord deliver us or not, we not worshiping this image, man. Because basically, during that time, if you didn't worship that image or bow down once the music played, wicked-ass Nebuchadnezzar would throw you into a fiery furnace, man. An exceeding hot fiery furnace. And Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they never bowed down to the image, man. And I pissed Nebuchadnezzar off. So he called for them to get thrown into the fiery furnace. Now, think about this, man. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, when they seen the fiery furnace, they flesh could have got shaken up. Damn, we about to get, we about to burn alive, man. You see what I'm saying? But guess what? They walked by what? Faith, man. They kept faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai no matter what. And the Lord did what? Delivered them, man. He made it with a fire, could not harm them, man. Understand that. Think about, go further into the history, book of Judges, with Samson, when basically, all these Philistines trying to, put Samson to death, man. Imagine seeing 1,000 men armed up with, with shields and swords. And in modern day terms, imagine seeing all that gear on. They got, grenades in their back pocket. They got AK-47s. They got the helmets on. They got all types of this fucking gear. You know what I'm saying? Imagine 1,000 of them. You see? And did Samson lose trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai? No, man. The Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon Samson. He slew 1,000 Philistines, man. So imagine he was walking by sight. Like, oh shit, it's 1,000 men right now. I'm by myself. No, man, you got to walk by that faith, you see? And that's what Samson did. He walked by faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Understand that, man. You see? So let's read this again. 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. And I'm going to get a couple more precepts through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, because in these last days, when all hell start breaking loose, you can find yourself in many different situations and scenarios that could play out, man. And you got to always maintain your trust and faith and confidence in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You see, no matter what, man, you could get thrown inside a concentration camp. And that may sound, repetitive for the things I'm saying, but I want us to build up your faith, man. You see? And it's building up my faith as well through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Doing these video lessons and epistles, man. Constantly watching brothers' videos. We building each other up, man. This the Bayaf Dawadah. And Lord willing, part of that number, the elect, the 144,000, man. And you brothers listening, I just pray we all a part of that number, man. You know, we got to keep, maintaining our trust and faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because during our temptation, man, things are going to amp up. You know, things are going to really amp up and it's going to get bad out here, man. You see? And no matter what the situation is, we got to walk by faith, not by sight. The scriptures say what? 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand. We're going to see a lot of people get put to death, man. There's going to be famines, pestilences, the sword, race wars and riots, civil unrest. All hell going to be breaking loose, man, all around us. You see? But if we walk by sight, the flesh will get the best of us, man. We got to always stay in the spirit and walk by that faith. So maintain your confidence and your trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Let's get Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You see, that's a definition of faith, man. The thing is hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You see, like the Allahim, the angels, they're all around us every day, man. Guiding us, protecting us. At any given moment, we find ourselves in any situation, they'll deliver us, man. And we believe that through faith, man. Understand that. So the definition of faith is what? Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, man. Understand that. So we may not physically see the angels, but the Lord said in Psalms 37 that what? Let's read it right fast. Then I'm going to go back to Hebrews 11th chapter, right? So I believe it's Psalms 37, if I'm not mistaken. If this not it, I know it's another scripture, right? Okay, wait, is it? Okay, I know what it's at. Slaki, it's Psalms 34, right? Psalms 34 and verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them, man. So the angels encamp round about us, man. They're around us right now as we speak, man. As I'm doing this video lesson, they're around us, man. Putting thoughts to the mind to do these lessons, watch the videos, pray, fast, study. You see, building about faith in our spirit for the times that's coming. Now, do we physically see them? No. If the Lord wanted them, wanted us to, physically see him, he would do that, man. Like, with Elisha, when he prayed that the Lord, prayed to the Lord that a young man could see the chariots round about Elisha, and the Lord answered his prayer and he showed the young man all the chariots of fire round about Elisha. It's up to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, But the Lord wants us to have what? Faith, man. That's what pleases Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You having faith in things that you don't even see, man, physically. Because spiritually we see, man. We can see things clearly spiritually, man. We know the angels around us, man. We know Yahweh about to send back his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. You see, we see these things. We know the kingdom of heaven is right around the corner, man. We see these things, even though we don't physically see it right here, right now, but it's coming, man. And it's already here through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Let's read on down. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I got another quick precept, as a matter of fact. Then I'm gonna go back to that because that's a beautiful account. Right? Because this is a gift, man. Having faith, having this grace period to get our act together and rehearse the righteous acts is a gift. Blessed, to us by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's a blessing, man. To even be called into this truth, right? So let's read this again. Let's read this now. Slaki. Ephesians 2 and verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So this grace period that we in to get our act together, that's like I said, by grace are you saved through faith. You know what I'm saying? So understand this, man. Having faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, even believing in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, believing in his word, you know what I'm saying? That is a gift that was blessed from on high, man. This grace period, understanding this grace period, knowing that you still got to keep the commandments to the best of your ability during this grace period and get your act together, maintain and pray and fast to increase your faith in these last days. All that is a gift, man. Having this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding, that's a gift, man. All these are gifts, blessed, to us by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You see? So faith is a gift, man. And we can't take this lightly. We gotta constantly pray, fast as much as we can. Because when all hell break loose, man, we gotta walk by nothing but faith, man. You may have to go a couple of days without food, but have faith. You see? Like the wicked generation during that time in the wilderness, man, You know, they wasn't having faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They literally seen, you know, all the miracles he did for us, man. You know, parting the Red Sea, you know, feeding us manna from heaven, all types of stuff, man. All the plagues he sent to Egypt to deliver us out of the hand of Pharaoh. You see? And they still was murmuring, man. You know, being wicked as all hell, man. Not having no faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, the Lord said, eat this now, eat this manna from heaven from right now. Don't save none. You know what I'm saying? Basically, roughly paraphrasing it, you still have some jakes tucking in their back pocket, man. You know, just to wake up the next day and it was spoiled. Worms were coming out of it because the Lord wants you to have faith in him, man. You see? You think the Lord can deliver us, you know, out of the hand of this wicked-ass fucking king back then to not feed us, man? You know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he got us, man. And a far more greater deliverance is coming in these last days, man. You see? And I was watching a brother's video, you know, GMS in Rome, Lions on Fire, man. He did a beautiful lesson through the Spirit and Power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, I forgot the exact title, but it's the most recent video he did. You see, going into how, like, you know, back then, people had, you know, zero faith. The unbelief was crazy, man. And that displeases Yahweh Bashim Yahushua if you don't have no belief, man, no confidence. You know, Yahweh shall always stress that fact, man. Yo, your unbelief is crazy, basically, man. You know, if you have faith as grain as a mustard seed, man, you could tell this mountain remove hence yonder, man, and it will move, man. So listen, man, these last days, make sure to do this. Walk by faith. And if you feel like you lack in faith, I got a quick precept. This is James 1. Let's see. Okay, yup. James 1. I'll start at verse 1, right? So if you feel like you lacking faith, lacking wisdom, lacking understanding, anything you lacking in the spirit, this is what you gotta do. James 1:1. James, the servant of the Most High Yahweh and of the Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad greeting. The 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Central Indians, scattered through the four corners of the earth, as well as the speckled birds. They may elect other nations, but they seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, right? But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. You see? For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. So if you praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and you just don't believe, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Lord not answering you, man. You got to have faith as a grain, as a mustard seed at least, man. And like I read in Ephesians 2:8, that's a gift, you know? So we have that faith, man. It takes faith to go to the highways and byways and teach and preach. It takes faith to pray, man, to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, a power that you don't physically see. You know what I'm saying? That takes faith, man. You see? To watch videos and study. I'm not, because, you know, some jakes will watch a video just for entertainment. This is not for them. For brothers and sisters out there that watch the videos to actually learn, you know, to actually study, you know, to actually, you know, take in what they're hearing and absorb it, man. You see? So in these last days, man, you got to make sure to do what? Pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. If you feel like you lack in anything, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, faith, if you feel like your faith is wavering, you know what I'm saying? Pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Beg Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for more faith. Increase my faith, O Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Baba Kshah, Baba Kshah, Baba Kshah. The water thumb Yah to Wab. You know, because the Most High, he will give it to you, man. You know, he know what you need, man. He's making you need that, so you could pray to him, man. The Lord could do that, man. You know, he can make it where one day you just not feeling in the spirit, man. Just so you could pray or do a video or watch a video to build up your spirit, man. You see, the Lord could put you in a situation just to get you out of it, man. You see, so man, we gotta walk by faith, not by sight, and always maintain our trust and faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. I want to get this right fast, right? Hebrews, the third. I'm gonna go back to Hebrews 11. 'Cause that's a beautiful account. Let's see. Right, like I was talking about earlier with the wicked generation. Let's jump down, right? Hebrews 3. I'll get straight to the point. 10. Wherefore I was grieved with that generation, generation during the time of Moses, right? And said, they do always error in their heart, their mind, la'ab, right? And they have not known my ways. So I swear in my wrath, they shall not enter into my rest. And that generation, died off. And I believe only from that generation that made it to the promised land was Joshua and Caleb, you know. So let's read on down. Take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief. That's an evil heart. That's that evil mind state, a mind state to have unbelief in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? So take heed, man. Brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power. But exhort one another daily. We gotta exhort one another daily, man. You see? Exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. Right? Is there more? There's something I want to get on this. Slack. Wait. Okay, wait. Slack. Yeah, y'all. 1 second. Let me find this. Did I read it already? I probably skipped over it. Slack. Yashala. Oh yeah. Come on, verse 12. Yeah. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in you with an evil heart of unbelief and departing from the living power. You know, so you got, like, if you feel like you lacking any, unbelief, if you feel like you lacking belief, Salakia, I'd rather say that. If you feel like you lacking belief, you got to pray like I read in James, the 1st chapter. Because in these last days, we're going to need that belief. We're going to need that faith. We're going to need that confidence in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. And I can read on down because I was going into this, I'm briefly paraphrasing the story from back then. Let's read it. Verse 14 now, right? For we are made partakers of Hamashiach, Yahushai, if we hold the beginning of our confidence, right, steadfast until the end. We got to maintain what? Our confidence in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. While it is said, today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts, your minds, as in the provocation. For some, when they have heard, they did provoke, howbeit not all that came out of Egypt by Moses. And actually, that's all I'm going to read. I'll just finish it out. It's three more verses, right? Verse 17. But with whom was he grieved 40 years? Was it not with them that had sinned, whose carcasses fell in the wilderness, and to whom swear he that they should not enter into his rest, but to them that believe not? Right? So we see that they could not enter because of unbelief. That's why they couldn't enter, because they had no faith, man. And the Lord was upset. He was grieved with that wicked ass generation, man. Because they didn't have faith and confidence in him. You see? So in these last days, we gotta always have faith, man. Now I'm gonna get to Hebrews 11th chapter. Let's start at verse 1 and read on down. Right? I'm gonna jump through it, Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. Right? So the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High. Who's the word of the Most High made flesh? Yahushai. So the Most High created everything through his only begotten Son. That Yahushua was the first spirit created, and we believe that through what? Through faith, man. Verse 4, by faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts. And like I read in Ephesians 2:8, having faith is a gift, man. So the Most High blessed Abel with that gift, not Cain. Same thing with he blessed Jacob and not Esau with that faith, man. You see? So the Most High testified of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because the Most High had translated him. For because his translation he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High. Now watch this. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So always remember the end goal, man. The kingdom of heaven, those new bodies, man. The everlasting life, man. Being joint heirs with Mashiach Yahushai. Being in a righteous world, man. You see, that's the reward that's coming for maintaining your trust, your faith, your confidence, your belief in Yahweh Yahushai, man. Understand this. And it's more accounts, it's gonna go to it, verse 7. By faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet. So did Noah see the flood at that moment? That's why being a prophet is what? You gotta also be a seer. You gotta be a visionary. You gotta see things before it actually happens. You gotta actually picture it, man. And I bet you Noah was picturing it, man. When the Lord warned him of the flood to come, he pictured it like, oh snap, a flood, people gonna be getting put to death left and right. He was moved with fear, and faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Let's read it again. So that they're going to the point, walking by faith, not by sight. Maintaining your trust, your belief, your confidence in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, no matter what, no matter the situation at all. And I gave certain accounts with Daniel, the Lions Den, Meshach, Shadrach, Abednego, Samson, and there's countless more accounts, man. So let's read this. Verse 7, Hebrews 11:7. By faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of righteousness, which is by faith. So all of that started with faith, man. You see? By faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whether he went. The Lord was guiding him, man. And all of that started what? Faith, man. So in these last days, this your mindset. This is how your mindset should be. So right now, Paul is listening out through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Paul is listening out our forefathers, man. Starting with Abel on down to Enoch. On down to Noah, Abraham's gonna go even more, man. Even to our foremothers, man. That have faith and trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So this is our mindset, brothers and sisters, man. We gotta have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua no matter what. Let's read on down. So it says what? Verse 9 now, right? By faith he sojourned, going to Abraham, in the land of promise, as in the strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is the Most High. Watch this, right? Through faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised, man. So through faith Sarah was able to bring forth Isaac, man. You see? So you gotta have faith in these last days no matter what, man. You see? Verse 12, therefore spring there even of one of him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky in multitude, and as the sand which is by the sea shore innumerable, right? These all died in faith, man, right? Not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth, man. And they're going to receive that promise, man. Because through faith, we believe in what? Regeneration. So they're going to come back and they're going to inherit these things, man. You see? So let's read on down. I'm going to jump down to a point. All of this is beautiful, man. This whole thing right here is beautiful. Right? Yeah, man. This is fire. Right? Let's jump down to verse 17. By faith, Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, man, his only begotten son, man. You know what I'm saying? And he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son, his firstborn son, heir. You know what I'm saying? He offered him up to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, through faith. He was moved by faith, man. If you read, the story, the Lord sent, basically, I think, sent the angel to stop Abraham from actually, doing it, because the Lord was, basically testing his faith. But verse 18, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, man. So imagine that, man. The Lord told Abraham, in Isaac shall your seed be called. You know what I'm saying? But the next he said, listen, matter of fact, sacrifice Isaac. And he was I have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, I trust in his judgments, so I'm gonna do it. And he literally was about to do it, man. And the Lord had to stop him, because he was testing his faith, man. Right? So accounting that the Most High was able to raise him up, even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. So in Abraham's mind, he was like, listen, the Lord could raise him from the dead, so I'm gonna sacrifice him. You see? But the Lord stopped him, like I mentioned before. You see, through the Spirit of power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. This is beautiful, man. Verse 20, by faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. Right? By faith Jacob, when he was dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph, and worship leaning upon the top of his staff. Right? By faith Joseph, when he died, made mention of the pardon of the children of Israel, and gave commandment concerning his bones. By faith Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months in his parents, because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction. That's another good point. choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, man. You know, so I may end it off right there. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This whole chapter is beautiful, man. Listen, man, this whole chapter goes into it, man, having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, so listen, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read one more, then I'm gonna close out. But that last one right there, man, hit at home because, you know, a lot of Jakes in these last days are gonna choose the pleasures of sin for a season, man. You know, instead of choosing to suffer affliction, you know, for righteousness, man, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know. So listen, man, we gotta walk by our faith in these last days, because it's about to get bad, man. But I'm gonna finish it out. I'm gonna read this scripture right here. Jump on down, Hebrews 11, and this is verse 39. And these all, right? Because it was going to a whole bunch of different accounts throughout our history, right? And these all having obtained a good report through faith. And you wanna obtain a good report through faith, man. You know what you do in this lifetime is gonna echo for eternity, man. It's you building a legacy, man. You see? So do you want to go out like a coward? Do you want to go out like you didn't have belief and confidence in Yahweh Shem Yahushua? No, you want to go out a man, man. You know? Or a woman of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that truly believed in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know? So all these having attained the good report through faith received not the promise, you know, during in that lifetime. But we today through faith know what? They're coming back. So they're going to receive that promise. But watch this. The Most High having provided some better things for us, that they without us should not be made perfect, man. So in these last days, man, we know what? That through faith in this grace period, we got time to act together. And we know that going to the history of Abel on down to, you know, Slakia. Let me just read them briefly. Abel on down to Enoch, down to Noah, down to Abraham, you know, Abraham's wife Sarah, you know what I'm saying? You going down to Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, you know what I'm saying? Joshua, you know, down to Samson, Samuel, on down to, you know, David, on down to, you know, where we at today, man. You see? The reincarnation, regeneration, they're back on the earth. You know, they didn't basically receive the kingdom of heaven back then. We had a taste of it, you know, during the time of King Solomon, but guess what? They're gonna be in the kingdom, man. You know, and we know that by what? Faith. But my point in this video, you know, I have to bring that out. But my point in this video is what? Walk by faith, not by sight, no matter what situation you find yourself in these last days, no matter how bad it may seem. You know, keep your trust, your confidence, your belief, your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, no matter what. I believe it hit the point. You know what I'm saying? So I pray you was edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I want to give Kohalayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Chakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect scattered abroad, pushing the truth and sincerity. Without a mistake, Shalom.